pretty nice. I
That's all dancing. Hey, don't leave it around me.
15K.
Don't leave it around me, family. I promise you it's gone in the nighttime.
We'll start with an opening statement from Coach.
Yeah, want to start out by just congratulating Coach Moser and that team on a great season. Again, we felt watching them that they easily could have been a second weekend team, in the NCAA tournament, and I think it speaks a lot to the character of their group as well to deal with disappointment, being one of the last teams out of the NCAA tournament and deciding to come out here and putting themselves in a position to, win a championship. And just an incredible basketball game, a lot of ebbs and flows. Honor obviously got us off to an incredible start with his shot making. And we knew they were going to answer because they have so much talent on the offensive end of the floor. And, we didn't defend great, but I think they had a lot to do with this. They put us in space, put us in tough positions. And then like this group can do and has shown an ability to do all year long, when it looked like we were just about done for, their competitive spirit and their togetherness and their love for each other kicks in and made big plays, started getting stops. And, I thought kind of an unsung hero of the game was Harlan, and he got in a little bit of foul trouble in the first half, and that hurt us. He only scored one basket in the game, but if you look at his plus-minus, he was a plus 35. And he really anchored us in the paint. Jasper made big shots. Chance got us going there in the second half when we were down, just driving the ball, and just a huge monster effort from everybody.
Ross, the last two games, you guys have made 27 threes. That only happened one other time in a two-game stretch all season. What did you guys drink after the game to get ready and shoot it that way?
Yeah, well, we have two of the best shooters in the country, and Honor led the country in threes last year, and he didn't make one in the first game. So law of averages tell you he's going to make a couple. And, when you get outside of your league, like league play is such a grind, and there's such a familiarity with each other. And, it's a Saturday and a Tuesday and a Thursday and then a Sunday. And, the time off probably helped, to be honest. You get fresh and you get some rejuvenation. And again, I thought our guys just did a great job of making the right play and made the shots.
Did Trayson hurt his back?
Trey's been playing through a lot. He would never make an excuse, and he would never want me to say it, but I am going to say it. He was dealing with a really bad turf toe at the end of our regular season. Had we beat BYU in the conference tournament quarterfinal or first round, he probably wouldn't have been able to play the next game. And he was probably like 40% then. The time off was really good for him, and he probably came back about 75, 80%. But the accumulative effect of playing so many games in so many days takes a toll on you. And then if anybody's dealt with an injury before, you start overcompensating and you run a little different, and so he would never say it. But like I said, and we're a no excuse culture. We don't make excuses. We never have. There's excuses and there's reasons. And so, yeah, he's been gutting through it the whole end of the season.
You mentioned Harlan, obviously foul trouble, right? You talk about 12 minutes left in the game. He's got 4 fouls. That was big for you guys to be able to kind of navigate things right in that second half and keep him in the game when you're playing against a quality team like those.
Yeah, it was, and just his physicality around the basket and his ability to play intelligently without fouling and wall up, and just kind of like all the little nuances that we've actually been practicing since June 1st, turning and running, showing your hands, walling up. He had a closeout on the corner, and Tay Davis, who's a great player, drove baseline, and Harlan turned and run, showed his hand, got a deflection. And again, I think those are the little things that just show how far this team has came and how much work he's put in to be able to do that. He's a large man, and it's impressive.
When you go through what you went through today with the first 5, then you missed your next 5, what's going through your mind in terms of, I'm making the next one? Is it like that shooter's mentality always score, do you find yourself having to try other things to help the team until you get one to fall?
It's not even me. It's these guys right here, coach and the players. Like, they always come to me like, keep shooting. Bilo is the king of saying that. Look, score. Think to score. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. Like,
Shoot it.
Shoot it. Like even if someone's hand is in my face, he be like, shoot it. I'm gonna go get it. So it's really just these guys right here give me the confidence to next shot mentality that the next one's gonna go in. And coach always tells me keep shooting and bang it. He always tells me that on the sideline in my ear. So I mean, it's just they have the utmost confidence in me, and I always had since the first game of the season. So when you have people behind you like that galvanize around you, I mean, I can do no wrong in terms of that, like shot making and missing shots. Like that's just we worry about other things, other intangibles to win games.
Brennan, I know you don't have the same body type as Honor, but how would you describe watching him run off the ball, off the screen, re-screen, just the amount of movement it takes for him to create the shots that he creates? What is it like to play with him and watch him do what he did tonight?
Man, it's amazing to see, man. It definitely takes a level of conditioning, one, and a level of skill, two. So it's been a really amazing season to see him play. He's a really great shooter, probably the best shooter I ever played with, and I'm just happy I was here to play with him.
Ross, how much does the participation in this event help you and your staff from an exposure standpoint to West Virginia basketball as you prepare to retool the roster? Starting Tuesday, you had, what, 7 seniors on your roster? You've got to fill in a lot of blanks.
Yeah, we do. And again, just, super appreciative of Fox and, the Crown. It was such a first-class event. They do such a good job of making you feel appreciated for being here, with the understanding that no one wants to be here, but, not in a negative way, and sure, like, I think nothing ever comes bad from winning. And, winning can be contagious in a lot of ways, and you use these experiences to hopefully, put you in position to one day be playing in the game tomorrow night. That's the ultimate goal. And but I told these guys from the beginning, and I've been fortunate, our first year at North Texas, we finished that year 15-17. And we ended up getting an opportunity to play in the CBI, and we ended up winning the CBI. We ended up going 20-18. The next year started out with the best school record in the history of the school. The following year, we won a championship that got cut short because of COVID. But and then in 2023, we were able to win the NIT as well. I was an assistant coach there, and so I told these guys, if you get a chance to win the last game of the year, it's special. And these guys will remember this. We all will remember this forever. And it's not the ultimate goal as a program or a university, but it sets a great standard and expectation moving forward. And these guys, when we, are playing in Final Fours and winning national championships, these guys will know that they started it. And they'll look back on it, and they know that they laid the foundation for what is about to come.
Up in Pennsylvania. How the hell did that happen? Then you wind up in Chattanooga, and now you're in Morgantown. Can you just run us through?
If you really want to ask some questions, ask him about his experience at the Virginia Military Institute and what that was like. But no, that's where he started his career, VMI. Yeah. Military school, formation, line up.
Literally.
That must have been really scary.
Yeah, that was the worst experience of my life. But what, like the Princeton style offense?
No, that wasn't him.
No, that wasn't me. I was only there for a year. But I mean, I went to Pennsylvania. I went to a boarding school in Pennsylvania, so a prep school. So,
How did you wind up there out of Brooklyn?
well, my dad moved to Pennsylvania once my mom gave him custody, and then I ended up going to Perkiomen School, one of the best decisions of my life. Still under recruited. I ended up going to VMI as my only Division I offer. Coach Earl, after my first year at VMI, went to Chattanooga, and I followed him to Chattanooga. I had to sit out a year because the interconference transfer was in the Southern Conference. Was there 3 years. some of the best years of my life, and then this last year decided to take a chance on this guy right here, and it served me well, and we were able to do something special.
That makes sense. And you stayed in Brooklyn. Where would you have gone to high school? Tilden?
Maybe Christ the King or Bishop Lachlan.
You would have went to
Yeah, or maybe St. Anthony's, and actually Bobby Hurley. Actually, I probably would have played for him.
You were going to go to Jersey City.
Yep, Jersey City. I was gonna take the PATH train to go to school there, but they ended up getting obviously.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
Well, to get to Tillery Park was dedication.
Yeah, Tillery Park was a calm train ride with the guys, so it was cool.
You have train?
Yes, actually. You do.
Flatbush.
Okay.
So, 300,000 in the kitty in West Virginia. How do you and your staff go about dispersing and using it wisely for your next season?
Yeah, the Crown does a tremendous job of kind of organizing that and facilitating all that stuff. If you want some comedy in your life, if you can go look at these guys' Instagram stories, they all had to do an infomercial for Ghost energy drinks, and it was classic. Some good, some bad, some could do some TV, some no chance. But no, they do a good job of organizing it, and it runs through them, and it's kind of it's set. There's a lot of factors that factor into it. Some of it's these guys' social media outreach. Some of it's there's a lot of factors, and they have a criteria, and that's how it's dispersed amongst your team. So I don't get to touch it, but.
Ross, the coaching community, obviously, it's a fraternity, right? You mentioned your appreciation for Porter
Mm-hmm.
and that team over there, but you got a chance to talk, obviously, to Lon Kruger also
Yeah.
after the game. Just kind of talk about that relationship. He's a guy, obviously, with coaches versus cancer, and
Yeah.
obviously his impact as a coach in college basketball and in the NBA is someone that you can probably be a sponge and kind of maybe gravitate to.
Yeah, him and Coach McKillop were out there from Davidson, and just guys. Again, as a young coach, I'm a fan of basketball as well. When I was a junior college coach, I grew up in Dallas, Texas, and so kind of grew up in Big 12, Big 8 country, and so obviously saw Coach Kruger's teams play a ton, and obviously big Steph Curry fan as well, and watching those runs that they had, and just again. Talked about it yesterday with Coach McDermott, but just the class and character that they represented universities with and programs with, and great guys to model your career after.
Time for one or two more. Yeah, just for the players, we've heard Coach Hodge the last couple of days talk about what year one has meant for him and what he's most proud of in putting together year one with you guys. I'm just curious, from your perspective, what will you be most fond of looking back on this season and the foundation that you helped him and the rest of the staff build?
I've been with Coach Hodge for 2 years now, and like I said, I think the most proudest thing I'll be proud of was that regardless of what was said, around our team, concerning our team, we just always showed up. We always loved each other, and we fought to the very end.
Honor, almost getting 40 points tonight. Obviously, yourself, along with Brendan and Chance, big-time part of this team offensively. But you mentioned Trayson obviously being banged up a little bit. But what does this mean for your team that you can get a win over Oklahoma, despite the fact that Trayson, doesn't necessarily have a huge offensive night for you guys, and you're able to kind of spread it around?
I think that's the beauty of our team. We can pick each other up. Like, some days I didn't have a good day, and Trayson stepped up, Brendan stepped up, HO, and I did want to shout out HO too before Coach did it, because I did look at the plus 35, and he doesn't get as much notoriety or admiration, but what he does and brings to us every night, is unreplaceable, irreplaceable. And I just appreciate his heart. Like, even the last game when I missed a shot, he ran, dove onto the chair, and that might not get talked about as much as, me and D-Lo had a great game, but I just wanted to put that into the light as well. But just like I said, just stepping up for each other, the team that we have, like I said out there, the camaraderie we have is some of the best I've ever been around. And the way Coach Hodge structured this group from bottom to top, not just the players, from the coaching staff and the managers, who gets to be in this circle. It's just great people, and to beat a team like that. They're a great team, like he mentioned, SEC team that was right on the brink of going to March Madness. So, it was a battle, and we knew it was going to be. But I think we have the resilience in the group to withstand the storms that we had to withstand and get a win. So I'm just happy to be a part of this. Honestly, obviously, you said I remember this for the rest of my life.
Anything else?
Thank y'all.
Thank you.